We always had this cost economics. We were going back, and we were wondering, we didn't want to compromise on the quality, because if you're watching a soccer game of some sort or a football game, you don't want to compromise on quality. Coincidentally, we are launching this service with Gogo, which is a Brazilian carrier. Gogo is an interesting airline. When they came and suggested that, can you build this product for us, because a lot of people wouldn't fly based on their favorite soccer team, right? So if Sao Paulo was playing Brazil, so some people wouldn't fly between those two segments, right? So that was a use case where we could put a live TV on a plane, right? Here's where HEVC, we felt that it could solve our purpose. It was living up to its hype of H.264. We could get the same quality as H.264, but with lower bit rate, right? So, and then we did a file comparison roughly, and then they kept improving, right? So it was 2 to 1, and H.265 or HEVC was available today, right? And new hardware libraries were being built with Intel QuickSync. All those really helped. However, the challenge was the end devices, like your mobile devices or your laptop, did not have HEVC support. I think they still don't, or if they do in a limited fashion, it's not open for it doesn't have an open API because of some licensing challenges, right? HEVC really helped us to cut down the bandwidth by 35 to 40%. One other secret sauce or secret element which we found was the StatMux. The statistical multiplexer it can be used in conjunction with this encoder, and what it really did is it would we had this fixed bandwidth allocated, but we were betting on the fact that not every channel would be using a larger bit rate. So if there's a sports channel, which is like a sports center, where people are talking, you would consume lower bandwidth. So you would borrow the bandwidth from different channels, right? So statistically, your total output bandwidth is the same, but you are competing based on the channels which are playing based on the picture quality which is getting encoded, right? And then we try to put it on a plane and flew. Little did we discover that there are some pockets where you run out of coverage, network problems. 1 to 2% packet loss over a terrestrial network is acceptable, right? Just as I heard Joe by saying, yeah, those are defects, but they really have bad experience when it comes to live TV, right? So we had to add this FEC and encryption component because some content providers were very specific about security, right? So those two added 5% overhead, but still I think in all sense, I think that's really worth the FEC was really helpful in decoding, because when it comes to live, the timeliness is what matters.